What is up, YouTube? Gradelock here. I'm your host, Enrico, and I'm back with a great nature deck profile. And I gotta say to all my wonderful fuckfaces in the world, this is just miss you, love you, love you. Now I gotta say to everyone in Canada, I love you guys. Oh, actually, first I should say, I recently went to Canada Regionals Bush Road event with Dave, CK, and AlphonZeus. Honestly, one of the best trips ever. Mainly because Canada was awesome. Doing road trips with your best friends who you consider as family is just the best time ever, in all honesty. I love CK, AlphonZeus, and Dave, and I love everyone else in Team Gradelock. Hopefully, I get to do more trips with them. The people there in Canada, oh my god, everyone there was so friendly and so nice. We had a great time. Also, for the fact that at the regionals event, a lot of people knew us. They came up to AlphonZeus and Dave, and they're like, "Oh my god, AlphonZeus, you're Team Gradelock." A couple of people recognized me, like, "Oh my god, aren't you that great nature guy?" I was like, "Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie." But I'm just gonna get straight to it. Everyone's been asking for an updated Bigbelly deck profile, and this is definitely it. And at the end of this, I'm gonna tell you if Bigbelly is better than Chatnor, or if the new Chatnor is better than Bigbelly. I'll definitely answer that for you. But let's just get straight to it because I don't want to talk too much. So the starter, Pencil Koala. It's the best starter for Great Natures. If you're playing Chatnor, if you're playing like 3 Great 3s, then of course you're going to play the Telescope Rapid. But this is honestly the best starter for Great Natures. 1, it's a +1. 2, it puts pressure on my opponent. 3, it's adorable. But mainly adorable. So with this card at regionals, I +1 every game. And that extra card it worked out for me. My opponents usually took it until at one point in day 2. That's when on day 2, Messiahs, he locked us, unfortunately, so I couldn't do anything. Gear player, the first gear player that I played in day 2, his name was Brian. He's a great guy, by the way. He played Time Leaf Gears. I won. I was about to win that round, but unfortunately I lost because again, at one point I couldn't stride. Bothers me a lot. But he noticed that this card actually did work when he took the first hit, and he was like, "Wow!" He was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have never let it hit." Then afterwards, he started blocking my Vanguard, and I was like, "Damn it, why?" But no, this card puts in way too much work. Like I said, best starter for Great Natures, especially for Bigbelly. Obviously, paying 4 heals. I don't think there's much to say about it. Crit wise, triggers wise, the rest. It's gonna be 12 crit. I don't think I need to explain why 12 crit, because Great Natures doesn't need draw triggers in all honesty, unless you want to get early game hand. But then again, Great Natures doesn't have that much of a push late game. Well, actually no. I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. Great Natures actually has a great mid game and great end game. Early game, that's the problem that Great Nature kind of has a little bit. Great Nature can't explode early game, so reason why I'm playing 12 crit is I gotta finish my opponent as soon as possible. I honestly think with Bigbelly you have to be aggro as much as you can. You have to be aggro almost the whole way. That's what I made this build out to be, and it worked out so good that day. Basically, yeah, like almost every matchup that I had, if they had a 9k Vanguard, a 9k Grade 2, it was awesome. But if they had a 10k Vanguard, that kind of screwed me over a little bit. So 4 Bigbelly crit, obviously, because it's soul charge, so you bring Bigbelly. Penguin, because it's a penguin. And obviously 4 chameleons crits, because this is honestly one of the best combos I do all the time. I do him, Binoculars Tiger, and Hermthirst almost every game. Best combo ever. He's a really old crit. Hopefully he gets repented to him because he puts in a lot of work. But yep, so it's 12 crit. Grade 1s wise, I think it's pretty standard in most Great Nature decks. But usually if you're playing a pure success build, I wouldn't recommend playing these, but I'm not playing a pure success build. So I'm playing these. 4 of them, touchdowns Grade 3. Quick ruling on this, guys. He does miss timing on a few effects. He missed timings. He does miss timing with the new GR, I think. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. He doesn't miss time with the new GR. The only bad thing about him is his effect only activates the main phase. So if he comes out through Hetero Hound, it doesn't work. and he gives the effect to switch off the grade 3. So if that unit dies before the end phase, you miss timing, you don't switch off the grade 3. So he gives the effect to switch off the grade 3. That's the only bad thing about him. But I don't think you have to worry about that unless you're playing against Gears or Grand Blue, Night Rose, or Kagro. So, yep. Let's see what else. We got 4 damage flipping PGs. Main reason why, because this deck counterblasts a shit ton. Like, there's no reason why you should. Yeah, this deck does run out of counterblast. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I counterblast a shit ton. This deck, you need the flipping PGs. But the Success one, the new one that just came out, I don't like it unless you're playing Pure Success, because Pure Success has ways to unflip a lot of damage too. But this isn't Pure Success, so that's why I'm playing these. There's so much to say to it. The SP though, so it's pretty nice. SP! Playing Force Stride Assist, mainly because in this build I'm playing 6 grade 3s, so I need to stride as much as possible for my first or second stride. Of course the SP, they're cute and adorable. I'm thinking about bringing this down to 3, because this next grade 1 that I'm going to show you, I'm debating on playing 3 of it. But this one came in clutch. I'm thinking about bringing it down to 3. And then my next grade 1 is a great tech. Thank you, Skirkle Kreiser, if you're watching this video. I saw his video, watched a raccoon, and I was like, wow, I completely forgot about this card. So what this card does basically, its cost is counterblast 1, of course, and then choose three normal units, grade 1 and up. So either grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, but none of them can be another copy of Washer Raccoon. So you put him in the deck, and then you search your deck for another copy of himself, and then add to your hand. So, first off, the cost effect for it is the main reason why you play it. Just to send back 3 cards to the back of your deck, that's the cost. And then the actual effect is to search out another copy of itself. So the problem with Great Natures a lot is that if you're playing the new GR, which lets you draw a shit ton of cards and soul charge a shit ton of cards, you're gonna deck out. So this card helps me never deck out. This card is just amazing. It is great. I played 2 of it. It was really risky. I honestly think I should have played 3. That's why I'm debating on bringing this down to 3 and playing 3 Washer Raccoons. Comes in clutch. It's a great card. I don't have to worry about decking out because of this card. And also the Legion Stride, so. Yep. Grade 2s. Obviously I'm playing for Blackest Tiger because this is the best combo with the grade 1 searcher that switches out for grade 3s. Basically, if he's on Vanguard, he gets the effect. Most other grade 2 units, they don't get the Vanguard effect. If it attacks Vanguard, get +4 to unit and phase dies. But usually I do this combo, Blackest Tiger. Let me just show you an example. Actually no, I'll wait until later on to explain things a bit later. But for Blackest Tiger, great grade 2. This build needs it because this build is mainly rush, so it's more rush than success. Then other grade 2, I kind of don't think I need to explain it because it's just meow, 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 meow. Cran Tiger, it's just too good of a grade 2 unit. I don't think I have to say anything in all honesty. A lot of people feared it. A lot of people was like, God damn it, that Cran Tiger. I was like, yep. Cran Tiger is restating that rigor. And I don't think I have to say anything else about it because it's too good of a card. This card, a lot of people misunderstood. They were like, that has resist? And I was like, yep, it has resist. So Sleeper Tapier is basically a Blackest Tiger, but he only activates when he's on the rear guard circle, attacking the Vanguard, gets +4 to a unit, and he has resist. His resist honestly won me a lot of games, especially against one gear player on day 1. I knew he had a G guard in hand. He tried to head around my unit, and I was like, I resist. He was like, you're lying. I was like, read it. Look, I resist. He was like, damn it. Damn it! I felt bad, of course. And then other units, I played against 2 Vanquishers. They always try to retire him. And I was like, he has resist. They're like, no! Pancake Senpai! And I'm like, nope. He's just a great card, no, honestly. Resist on both turns. I don't think there's much to say about it. But I played 3 of him to increase the chances of the whole combo with the grade 1, the grade 1 that searches off the grade 3. I increased it by bringing it to 3 this time. But I mean, I might bump it down to 2, in all honesty. But actually, no, I'm gonna keep it at 3. This is honestly too good of a card. Next grade 2s. Oh, I love this card so much. So good. So, Field Glass the Otter. Main point I play him is because every turn I could just keep playing him in the field, give +4 randomly to any other unit. Well, not randomly. I could pick where the +4 goes to. And the end phase, he bounces back to my hand, and I don't miss timing on a lot of my cards. So, first of all, he's a success unit. His success is 20k and up. When he becomes successful, end phase, you get bouncing back to your hand. Pretty simple. The best part about that is that those two effects, the success reach point and success ability, isn't gen break. So that's pretty broken. So I could literally rush, play this, then play a grade 1 behind it, which is like this. I get a trigger, +5, boost, success, end phase, bounce back to my hand. So I don't have to worry about my opponent killing it. It's honestly one of the best combos ever, in all honesty. But he does miss timing with this beautiful unit, unfortunately. So this happened to me once, and I actually had to let it die because I was like, I can't do anything. So you target him. Let's just say he reaches success. So end phase, you're in the bind. You either bounce him back to your hand or you let him die. Because if you bounce him back to the hand, you miss timing on this because he has to die in phase. And the effect basically dissolves. So that's my main issue, but I avoided it a lot. So, and no, it's just a broken card. It gives +4 to a random unit every turn. Well, every turn, or I could just stack it on one turn. So let's just say I have this call +4, call +4, and I can just call a unit over it. The +4 stays there regardless, no matter what. So I'm really happy with the whole Sea Otter thing. I want to bump it up to more, but I can't find space for it. But I honestly think it's great at 2 at the moment. So 2 Sea Otters because they're broken. Obviously, playing the new Bigbelly, 4 of it, just because that whole counterblast 1, you're basically drawing a card. Please keep in mind the draw ability. Do not miss timing on it. If they get rid of the unit, if they kill it, if they send it back, no matter what, you're still drawing that 1 card because you already performed the cost for it. So that's pretty great. His other ability is when you have no rear guards and you could ditch a grade 2, it becomes a grade 3 technically, and you can stride basically with a grade 2 unit. So if you have no rear guards, ditch grade 2, it's turned into a grade 3, and then you stride. So that's pretty good. His other ability, the success one, it's really useless. I've never used it. I've never seen it unless Bushiroad gives Great Nature another card that allows us to reach success during your opponent's turn, then I guess. But his success ability, it's just pointless, useless. I have never seen it go off. If you've done it in a tournament, hit that like button and comment down below and let us know how you did it, because I want to know, obviously. But he's definitely a great card. Definitely a card that Bigbelly needed. So I added the SP. So get jealous. And then I got 2 regular SP Bigbellys. Reason for the fact that he's great for rushing. If I know my opponent's at 4 or 5 damage, and if I know they don't have a G guard or perfect guard, I'd rather ride him instead if I have a field. So I could just stride, count +4, give +4 instead of just 1 +4. And it just increases the chances of me rushing. Besides that, his GB skill is not that bad. Basically, it's just a draw card for free. But I hardly ever ride him. The preferred ride is always the new Bigbelly. But he's only riding if you're rushing. And that's it. So 6 grade 3s. And I think it's 13 grade 2s? Yeah. Let's go into strides because I don't want to talk too much. Playing 2 armadillos, obviously. There's easy 36k guard. Easy to say, not that hard to say. Only problem is that against Link Joker wise, the luck units occupy the rigor circle, so it needs to be open rigor circle. So if you're playing as Link Joker, he doesn't work, unfortunately. So it sucks. This one, I'm literally only playing this because for the fact that I'm playing Bigbelly. And as you guys know, Bigbelly needs rear guards before it strides. So this card actually helps me call out rear guards during my opponent's turn, so next time I can stride and I have rear guards to bestow the power to. Also for the fact that he actually helps me against Vanquisher, because I get to call units from my hand, and they get resist, and if they're hit, they stay on the field no matter what. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I put these back. Peacock, only because that literally at times I run out of counterblast and I'm like, alright, I need a counterblast. G-Guard, that's one counterblast right there. Great, perfect, helps me in the bind. I recommend every Great Nature deck to play one of this. So, Affleck, I didn't even use it. That's what bothered me that whole day. I was like, Affleck was literally dead. I never played it, never even touched it. It's a great card, but I honestly am thinking about taking it out. Maybe. I don't know. I'm iffy on it. This card, obviously, amazing. If you guys didn't know, obviously his ruling is basically when he attacks, you get +4 to unit. You can give it another +4. If you give it 2 +4s, Soul Blast obviously. If you give it 2 +4, if that unit's attack power is 20 or up, you draw a card, and then end phase, it dies. So you're thinking end phase wise, you draw a card. No, you do not. When you bestow the power of the double +4s to that rear guard, let's just say this one, and if he reaches 20 right there, you draw the card. But if he doesn't reach 20 right there, so basically you're attacking, Soul Blast +8, he's 19k, you miss timing, you don't draw. So that's a ruling that a lot of people don't know. Obviously, he's honestly using my first turn stride or my second turn stride. At one point, he was my end game stride, and he actually won me. But +8 to Rigard, it's broken. It's good. Let's go with this card because I don't think you guys are gonna like it. Yeah. Seabreeze, the MVP of the Bushiroad event. Oh God. I mean, not MVP for me. Technically it did. This card actually won me 2 games. Won the Gradelock game, when I knew my opponent didn't have a perfect guard, and he was playing a Grade 2 game with me. He was winning. I was like, you know what? Let me just Seabreeze. I'm at 4 damage. Counterblast 2, big whoop. Counterblast again, Bigbelly +4, stuff like that. Mainly because Seabreeze works out for me. It's because this starter. Literally just that. 31. They're like, it's whatever. I'm like, okay, sure. Alright, hits, +4 to a regular, draw a card. And they're like, damn it, I should never let hit. It's just, if they're at Grade 2 and if they're trying to block a 31k Vanguard, it's almost impossible. Unless they have a perfect guard in their hand. But Seabreeze was honestly the MVP. Seabreeze won a lot of people. In the day 2 event, the top tables, I saw everyone play Seabreeze. No, honestly. Seabreeze just won too many games. I saw it happen right in front of my eyes. I was like, wow. I even lost the 2 gear players I lost in day 2. They Seabreezed me, and they needed it because they always had the Melum in their hand to do the whole shenanigans with Time Leak. But Seabreeze is just too good of a card. I honestly think it's the MVP. Also for the fact that he actually works out for Great Natures, because let's just say this is my Vanguard. I'm gonna call 2 units. I'm gonna call these two, and then I'm gonna activate for a Seabreeze effect. What a lot of people don't know is for the fact that he's an axe skill, so you can activate it in the main phase. It doesn't technically activate during the ride phase. Some people were like, "Wait, what are you doing? You can't activate it. You missed timing." No, I did not miss timing. No, you can only activate Seabreeze during the ride phase. No, I hate you. You can activate Seabreeze in the main phase because it's an axe skill. So whenever I Seabreeze, I roll my Grade 3, I call 2 units, counterblast 2, ditch a card, and stroke for free. That's all. That's a lot of people were like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, you can literally call a judge. But no, it's Seabreeze is too good of a card in all honesty. Especially Great Nature. He actually benefits with Great Nature a lot. So Seabreeze, I highly recommend if you're playing Bigbelly. One of the new GR, which is great. A lot of people don't like him. I love him because he gives me counterblast and I draw shit ton of cards. Unfortunately, you do miss timing with him on certain effects. You miss timing with him on this. You miss timing with him on this. because he begins in the beginning of the end phase, not during the end phase. So as soon as you destride, which is the first thing that happens before anything, destriding is the first thing. You destride, that's when you activate the effect, and obviously you can't interrupt one effect as soon as you start it. So as soon as you destride, his effect starts. Kind of +1, soul +1. Kill all your units. For each unit killed, you draw, soul charge, and flip. So you miss timing with him because actually I don't think you miss timing with him. Nope, I'm wrong. Yep, I'm wrong. You don't miss timing with him. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm a little Jimmy. You did miss timing on him though. Unfortunately, he has to bounce back by himself. He doesn't bounce back because he bounces back during the end phase, not the beginning of the end phase. So you can't bounce him back, then activate his effect. He activates first regardless, no matter what. So this card is gonna die. It's a sad, and it makes me a sad panda bear. A sad panda bear. But he's a great card. I comboed off of him a lot. Just he won me so many games. And also for the fact that he gains +4 for each rear guard, which helped out a lot too. But no, it's honestly a great card. If you're playing Bigbelly, I highly recommend playing this because if you're playing Washer Raccoon and the 2 Legion strides, you're not gonna deck out. You don't have to worry about decking out. I honestly think for Bigbelly, this is the best. Yeah, for Bigbelly, this card is needed and recommended. 2 mana Gardeners. Oh my god, I was thinking about taking him out, but he won me 2 games in day 1. Because I remembered my opponent's draft checks and they were literally all PGs and grade 1s. And I was like, okay. So I'm gonna just bank it, hoping he doesn't have a G-Guard. Mana Garmer, +4/+4. Attack, and my opponent was like, no guard. Even when they had like 7 or 8 cards, and they were like, no guard, and I was like, you're fucking with me. Then they showed me the hand. I was like, wow, they're all PGs and grade 1s. I was right. Mana Garmer, I recommend keeping 2 in the for Bigbelly, no matter what. So yeah. The new Legion Stride, amazing card. I'm really happy with this card, but unfortunately, not a lot of Great Natures can play this card. So keep that in mind. I honestly think Bigbelly is the best build to run this in because in a lot of Great Nature decks, it's actually really hard for the rear guard to reach the 25k success ability. So his ability basically is when your rear guard reaches 25. Success, send any 4 cards to the bottom of the deck, give +4 to unit, end phase, draw a card, then dies. It's pretty simple. But unfortunately, it's hard to reach that 25k column. But if you hit a trigger, it's going to happen. But with Bigbelly, there are many combos and ways you can guarantee make a 25k column with just 1 column. Worked out great. I never decked out because of him. He's usually my first or second turn stride and late game stride. If I know my opponent has a hand and if I can't beat him by turn 3, by turn 5 or 4, I'm just gonna stride into him because at that point I'm like, all right, I can't rush my opponent no more, so I have to build up my hand. I have to I have to stack the bottom of my deck, and yeah. So he's honestly usually just the second, first, or late game stride. I'll explain a little more in a bit. Playing for Saint Bigbelly, get in my tummy. So he's a finisher. That's what you gotta know. Also for the fact that he gives a unit the on-hit ability. If it hits a Vanguard, restand your rear guards to the amount of face-up G units. This card is an amazing late game card because I literally made 1 rear guard unit 54 or 58 by itself. And my opponent was like, wow, well screw me, well bend me over. And I was like, yeah, I'm bending that over. But it's honestly a great card, I love it. Still highly recommend to play 4 in Bigbelly. Actually, I recommend playing 4 of it in any Great Nature deck, in all honesty. It's just one of the best strides I've ever seen for Great Natures. I love it. So I'm going to start explaining a bit. So with Bigbelly, the stride Bigbelly, I usually stride into him for my second stride, or late game wise. I will stride into him for my second one if I know my opponent's at 5 damage, if their hand is low, and if I have a Krant Tiger. So legitimately, in all honesty, this is just the best combo ever to do. Let's just say you're doing this. That. This is just the best combo ever. Let's just say your opponent has 5 cards. Activate +8 here, so he's a 17k by himself. Attack the Vanguard. Let's just say you don't get any triggers. That is fine. It's perfectly fine. Alright, you get no triggers. Your opponent blocks this. Great. Let's just say he perfect guarded this. Attack your Vanguard for 17, +4 here. Your opponent's like, okay, I gotta block that because I spoiled the no, actually you can take this. +4 here. Actually, at that point, I might as well. Sometimes, if I know my opponent is thinking about taking this, I'll just boost it and to get +4 here anyways. Because if I'm banking my opponent on taking it, then I might as well just boost it because as soon as it hits, I can stand him back up again, regardless. But if not, I'll just do that. Then Cranberry Counterblast +4, stand him up again. So now he's 21 by himself, and now this I'm gonna attack again, give this another +4. So it's a 15k booster. So 21 + 15 obviously is 36k, and my opponent discarded a 10k here, a 10k there, a PG here, and they gotta either PG this again or G guard this. So we're looking about like 6 or 7 cards they need in the hand to discard to block this. And like I said, with this build, it's mainly rush. Like I had to punch him in the face, and it worked out great. In all honesty, my only problem was against the Lord player and against Gears when they had a 10k grade 2 Vanguard. It screwed me up. I was devastated. I couldn't do anything. The 10k actually made a huge difference, and I was like, damn it. Damn you, Bushiroad. Damn it! But, no, I love this deck. It's really great. Unfortunately, like I said, it does miss timing on a few cards. Unlike Gear Chronicles, they don't miss timing on their cards. Yeah, that's right, Bushiroad, I'm talking to you. Of course, Great Nature's misses timing on a bunch of cards. Or Gear Chronicles, no, they don't miss timing at all on a lot of their cards. That's great for Gear Chronicle. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. So, this is my deck profile for Great Nature, for Bigbelly, Great Natures, and I told you guys I was going to tell you what do I think is better, the new Chatnor or the new Bigbelly, and I'm going to drop the bomb. Bigbelly is the superior build. I am sorry, Bigbelly is more consistent. I don't have to worry about decking out with Bigbelly, mainly because I have this Stride. And I have the Washer Raccoon, because Washer Raccoon puts in so much work. Ugh, I didn't even see it. No, yep, there it is. With Bigbelly, I could play this card easily. And I could also play this card easily also. So, with Bigbelly, I could draw a shit ton of cards. I don't have to worry about decking out. With Bigbelly, I could draw a shit ton of cards because of the new GR. It's just really, it's more consistent now than Chatnor. I loved Chatnor before, but I'm sorry, Bigbelly wins. Bigbelly is the superior build. Shoutouts to all my new friends that I made in Canada. I'm actually talking to a bunch of them on Messenger, so giving you guys a shout out. I love you guys, and thank you for watching this. Always, I really appreciate all you guys, no matter what. And we're gonna keep going, especially because we love Vanguard, and I love Great Natures. And I'm a furry. Later, YouTube. Peace.